12 talk.
One. Hey, everybody, and welcome to 12 Talk.
12 talk.
We are here with episode 6. So, first and foremost, thank you for tuning in. All right. If you have been with us since episode 1, you are loyal and we appreciate you.
Amen.
All right. All right. So, one thing that's been on my mind and our mind is intuition. And they always say women have this intuition to always follow your gut.
By the way,
So, going off of that, here are 7 signs that you need to pay attention to. Okay, not just females, but males as well. So everybody, this is the 7 signs that you should pay attention to. Number 1 is a sudden feeling of dread or fear. Okay, so if you feel fear out of nowhere, trust
yes,
that feeling.
I've had it happen. Save lives, okay? Trust it.
Okay, because it's not just gonna come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so trust it. Well, yeah, I'm talking about like your urge, like it's like that feeling. Like you're not just gonna be like, oh, I'm scared. It's gonna be a reason why you're scared. So you should trust that feeling why you're scared.
But it comes out of nowhere though.
Well, yeah, but I was saying
You know.
that like it's not gonna come out of nowhere for no reason. That's what I meant.
Okay, yeah, because some of the viewers are slow like me, so you gotta.
No, it's just Let me stop playing. Okay, all right. Number 2 is a strong urge to do something. So if you feel like an inner nudge or a pull to do something, you should go ahead and follow that.
Like quit that job, do it.
I don't know if it's like right then and there, but keep it in your mind. We're not telling you to quit your job.
To be like,
okay? coming back and cursing us out.
What else you got for us?
In that case, be logical about it. Be realistic. Okay. All right. Number 3 is full body chills or goosebumps. Okay, or you get tingles up the spine.
Yeah,
I get goosebumps a lot.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you take that shot of Henny. Jesus, that's you in for the night. Woo!
Seriously. All right. Then we have nausea or physical uneasiness. So if you're just feeling like, and that's a weird feeling to describe. You're just feeling like, I don't feel real right. This don't feel real right. Like I don't.
Remember,
like you just feel.
We went on that party bus, and you were like, "I swore they was gonna kidnap us."
Oh my gosh, I did not like that at all. Like I watched too much Lifetime and too much true crime, and I'm like, they are gonna take us to the freaking dungeon,
and I wasn't even thinking like that. That's how naive I was. Just like, take us to King of Diamonds.
Right, and I'm trying to look, and mind you, the windows were so dark you couldn't look outside. Yeah. I'm like, where are we going?
Not me.
I didn't like that. I did not like that. I may have been dramatic because God, thank God, nothing like that happened. But some other things happened. Just kidding. But no, I just felt like, I don't know. I watched that movie. Was that movie Hostel? Yeah. And like when they took like the tourists and stuff, and I was like, oh hell no. So I was scared. I was like, get me off this bus. We better be outside of a club when we freaking pull up. I'm not even playing, or we gonna go running. Seriously.
What's next?
But all right, what's next is sudden hypervigilance. So you're being on high alert. So you're on high alert, like.
What number is that?
You're looking around.
That's 5. Your 5th one, yeah. High alert. High alert when you high alert. Seriously, I had that happen in the store. Like some people walk in the store, they just make you feel uneasy. You just be watching where they're going. Mm-hmm. They just look. Right. Let me get the fuck up. Bring my snacks up. Let's go.
Right. Don't ignore that. Because that is so real, especially when you walk into your car. Stuff like that. Like, well, one, you should always be on high alert when you walk into your car, especially if you're by
parking garages.
You just never know. Parking garages are one of my biggest fears. Seriously. If I ever had to park in a parking garage, I am always by the elevator or like the entrance, right, and I will be in a well lit spot. If not, I'm like pressing my was it the panic button? I don't care. It's going to go off until I get to my car.
and that's on that.
No,
And that's on
seriously.
that.
And that's on that. It's gonna be loud as heck. Loud as heck. Like I remember one time, what was that? I was in Atlantic City. Oh my gosh. I ran to my car. I was like, I pulled off, didn't even know where I was going. I have no, you know how you sit there in your car and you try to like pick a song before you pull off?
Nah.
Nope. Not when I'm in a parking garage, honey. I
Every time
what?
I get in the car, I check the back. I be like, checking my seats. I never pull
Back
out check.
back seat all the
I
time.
never pull out check in the
Always check the
car.
back seat.
Never.
Our next one we have is a clear and firm voice within you instructing you not to do something. If your gut is telling you not to do something, you should probably listen to it and not do it. Okay? I can think of so many times that has, popped into my head. And it's not like a big voice, scary voice like, don't do it. It's just like, you go, I don't think I should do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's just like a little tiny voice that was
You
like,
ever
don't
get
do it.
that before you about to hook up with somebody? You be like, never mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Back when I was single, yeah, I should be like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a dub.
Actually, I
Just like, come to, no, 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 honey,
or you
no,
give that I'm
no.
on my way and never come. Yeah, that's because I got that gut.
Right, right. It's just a block. It's just a firm block. No explanation. No nothing. It's just a firm
Mm-hmm.
block. That's it. That is fine. Shoot, that's why you was ghosted.
Mm.
All right, so those are the signs that you should all pay attention to, okay, in regards to, your gut feeling and intuition. So again, still on that topic of intuition, we have some viewer stories of people who
What I
wrote
got
in
to
to 12 Talk. And we appreciate that. Yes, we appreciate that. And we have a viewer, and I'm going to read their story. So I woke up at 3 a.m. once sitting upright in bed. I felt on alert and my heart raced when I saw my cat was on alert too, wide awake by my feet with his ears perked up. But I didn't see anything or hear anything weird. Something didn't feel right and I couldn't relax. So I got up and went to the kitchen, turned on some lights, and ate food, even though I wasn't hungry. Eventually went back to bed. We discovered the next morning that someone had stopped while in the process of using some kind of tool to silently cut a big glass what? A big hole in my glass window in the living room. They were trying to break in right next to the bedroom. I think the lights I turned on scared them away. Oh, hell no.
That was it. That's all they said.
Yeah.
Yo, that cat was alert because they could hear shit that we can't hear.
But that is
You know,
scary.
glass
That
is
is
silent. It's
scary.
not. It's not loud. Like a cutter, it's
Right.
not loud at all.
Yo, that got me scared.
Usually,
No, seriously, because what?
gut
The
feeling
fuck?
comes in when your body, your intuition, your senses, your aura. It just feels like you're in danger. So that's usually when it kicks in, or something's off. Like that's when that gut feeling kicks in. Like that's the time. And because he or she turned on the lights, that scared them away. Like, woo,
Right, like imagine if they didn't turn on those lights.
it have broke in. Silent.
And to that viewer, like I said, girl, please
Get a ring.
get a ring,
Some.
um, get some type of security system. Please do because that's very scary. Um, shoot, get a gun, get a gun permit, start
Mm-hmm.
blasting. Shoot, especially if you live by yourself, that could be a very scary thing.
Right.
So just make sure you try to stay as protected as possible. All right, so that thank you to our viewer who wrote in. All right, we have another viewer, and we're going to read their story of their when they had a slight touch of intuition. All right, so This person says, had a friend who said we should go out to this party he was invited to by a classmate of his. We ended up driving out to it and we noticed the neighborhood was not too pleasant and was sketchy. We saw the house and some lights in the backyard, but it was kind of a quiet party. I decided that we should not go in because something really felt off. The friend ended up finding the classmate that invited him, got robbed, and threatened when he went to the party. It ended up being a fake party.
What? Like what? Why would they do that? Why do you think you're not gonna get caught? Like you invited your classmates, so that means that you're in school, sir. That's the dumbest shit. That is the dumbest shit. Like you're gonna invite people to rob them. Yeah, we're not gonna get caught. Okay. The fuck? That is so
Right,
childish.
right. That's childish, and me personally, I feel like I would have been able to scope that out because one, like, but we are not young anymore. We do not just pop up to people's places for parties. Like, are you kidding me?
Back
Well, for
then,
me,
back
I'm gonna say
then we
myself.
did. We used to go to house parties even in college.
No, that's what I'm saying. Back, I said right now,
Yeah.
not
Oh,
listening.
sorry. Yeah, my listening ears are not on.
I said right now. I said in this day, no, I will not. I will not just go to. Um, but the problem is, in this viewer didn't say like when this was. So I don't know if this was recent or if this was old or how old the viewer is. But if you're watching, please tell us so we find out. But for that viewer, I am glad that you followed your intuition and you followed your gut and you decided not to go to that party because your friend got robbed and you didn't because you trusted your
Right.
gut. So claps for you, Glen Coco. That's what we're gonna call you because we don't know who you are. We don't know the name.
Sorry, I
All
put it
right,
in.
we have two more viewer stories. So here is our third story. All right, so this viewer worked as a bottle girl at a bar or a lounge, we should say. So one night she rejected someone who attempted to get her number. Not unusual, but and the guy didn't seem bothered. The whole exchange wasn't strange to her. So in the early hours, the lounge closed and she went to leave to the back door into the car parking lot where she usually always parks. And she parks by the sensor light, and someone was stood outside the door. She felt like uneasy about it, so she asked one of the bouncers to walk her to her car. So as they went around the corner, they spotted the guy that was lurking outside of the door, holding a belt like he was, going to freaking try to beat her. I'm
Or choke.
assuming. So and when he's or choke her, whatever the case may be, either way, it's still dangerous. And when they saw him, he started screaming that she was a B word and that she should die. And he ran off and never came back. Wow.
That's that nightlife for you. You see,
Yeah, no, that really is.
it can really get crazy. That's that nightlife for you. But it's good that she listened to her intuition and told the guard to walk her to her car because that could have been really deadly. Because oh, I didn't give you my number. I deserve to die.
And but you know what's crazy? Stuff like that happens all the
Mm-hmm.
time, which is why females now like nowadays like they be scared to deny a dude because they could be crazy like like they don't take rejection very well,
Yeah.
so it's just another terrifying thing about being a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. Like you could tell somebody you're not interested in what that's a reason that you should die. Like, are you kidding
Right.
me?
This all of these stories make me feel like you need to get a gun, a taser. You just need some type of security because you can't always have your man. You can't
Yeah.
always have a man with you if you're single, or a dog. You need other things like pepper spray, tasers. You need
Yeah.
something. Carry a little.
Yeah, because that's scary. Because imagine if that bouncer wasn't there.
She,
Because men like that tend
she
to
didn't get a
not
gut,
like really
or she didn't. I
say
said,
that again.
imagine she didn't get her gut feeling, or she didn't listen to it, and just went to her car. Like he had
Right.
the belt out, ready to choke her, like, or whatever he planned on doing with it. Just because he didn't get her phone number, she deserved to die. She deserved to lose her whole life. because you didn't get a phone number.
What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? What's happened?
In 60 seconds with 12 Talk.
Actor Logan Williams from the CW The Flash and Michael K. Williams from The Wire have died from a fentanyl overdose. Unfortunately, 50 Cent used this opportunity to promote his show Raising Kanan. He said, in quote, "Damn, if you didn't see Raising Kanan, check it out. That fentanyl is no joke. Killing the clientele. R.I.P. Michael K. Williams." 50, come on now. You could do better.
Britney Spears recently took to Instagram to show off that she is engaged to her boyfriend, Sam Asghari. Octavia Spencer replied on her post and said, "Make him sign a prenup. Girl, she ain't the client, okay? That girl knows she do not need no one else taking her money."
Reality star Johnny Blaze is missing after a disturbing post. Friends are asking for prayers and seeking information. Her quote says, "Shit, don't make no sense. How much pain can I consume? Shit be on the edge for me, and tonight I'm done. Y'all won." Please, prayers out to Johnny Blaze.
What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? What's happened?
In 60 seconds with 12 Talk.
So there was a time when I had a gut feeling. This story just as soon as we're talking about this topic, it's in the forefront of my mind. So I was riding the light rail, and if you're from Jersey, I don't know what other cities they're in, but out in Jersey, Jersey City, riding the light rails. And this was when I was young, so yeah, I didn't have money, and I was hopping them light rails, and you know the cops be on there, so you got to be like, let me, should I get on? Should I not? Boom, boom, boom. So this one time, I was like, I didn't have no money to get on, but I still wanted to get to where I needed to go. And 9 times out of 10, the cops wasn't on there, so you always had a free ride to where you want to go. So I was like, all right, I'm about to get on this jump. I think I was on Danforth Avenue. And then, like, as soon as I was about to get on, my stomach just started feeling weird. It was like, seriously, what was that sign number 4? Like nausea. I don't know what number that was, but I started feeling weird, and I was just like, I ain't gonna get on this one. But I thought like that was the feeling of me feeling that there were cops on the light rail or I might get stopped. So I didn't get on, and I actually waited for the next light rail. And then when I got on the next light rail, because it was coming in 10 minutes, um, it was delayed at a certain stop. Like it had to stop. And they said that they had like an issue on the light rail that was before that I was going to get on. And come to find out that a girl got randomly stabbed by a crazy man that was on a light rail. And she happened to be in that section because the light rail has like sections like that front rear of it by herself. And he stabbed her. Like she died, gut her straight down. And that's crazy. On my Lord.
Lord.
That really could have been me. And I really was just, and I don't know if he was already on there and that's why I got the gut feeling, or God didn't want me to witness that, or I don't know, because he could have probably stabbed both of us because she had to be on the light rail already. Or she got on the next stop. I don't know, but God was like, girl, you're not getting on this one. It ain't your time. But it was a young girl, and she really got stomach split open, and it was random. Like there was no reason for his stabbing. Like it was just a random stabbing. So that was one time I had a gut feeling, and I'm glad I listened to it, and I didn't get on. Like that's the one story that comes to the front of my mind, and I thank God for that.
Word. We thank God for that
Yeah, I wouldn't be
because
here today. Kids wouldn't be here today because I had to be like, I was like 17, 18. I was still in high, yeah, I was still in high school.
jeez. Thank God. Thank
Yeah.
God. All right, so for me, when I think of intuition, I think of this one story. This happened uh, I'm not going to say a while ago, but so this is in Newark, New
Oh,
Jersey. All right, so I was visiting a friend out there, and um it was, oh, actually it wasn't in New York. It was in East Orange. East Orange. Okay? So this is a group. We were in college. It wasn't just me. It was a group of people, and we went to this, in college, you just go to parties. You just go to parties because that's what you do. You don't even know whose house it is. You don't even know where you're at for real. You don't even know your surroundings or nothing. So you out there, we're
Google
out
record.
there, and it's a good time, having a good time, and it was weird. It's like I went to the bathroom and I was like, my senses just like,
Spidey senses.
senses just come to you. My spidey senses, and I was like, okay. I just really feel like I don't know what it was. I was just like, I just feel as though we should leave. I believe Whitney was with me. Whitney, if you're watching, make your little comments so you can talk about the story too. And I was like, I think we really need to go. So I like, I'm not even like that type of person to be like, we gotta go. But I was like, I just we just really need to go. Okay. So Isaiah was there too. I'm just thinking of all the people who was there. Okay. So and all of a sudden, like we're standing outside of the door, and all of a sudden you just hear like arguing and fighting and all this stuff, right? So I'm like, oh heck no. When it start fighting, we be out. We go running and come to find out, like it was like there was shots fired that night. And we could have been in that room.
It was a house.
You know what I mean? It was a house party, and it was like I really don't remember whose house
But
it
was
was.
it more intimate, or was there a lot of people there?
It was a lot of people there. It was like a backyard type of situation. Like it wasn't springtime, but it was like like when you first come back to campus, and it's like around like what it is now. Like it's nice outside
fall,
still.
like right before that really fall hits. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like that, and then like come to find out, it was like shots fired, and I'm like, bro, like that could have really been one of us. Like like we could have been not here to tell a story. So that's what comes to my mind.
Yeah, just to recap though, please listen to the signs. Our top signs here that you should have definitely always listened to at all times, just to make sure that you're not tripping. Is a sudden feeling of dread or fear, a strong urge to do something, full bodies and chills, goosebumps or tingles up the spine, nausea or physical uneasiness, sudden hypervent, that water hitting, hypervigilance, and a clear, firm voice within you instructing you to do or not do something. Please, ladies, men too, because there's some men that's small. Even if you're big, it doesn't matter, because chloroform knocks anybody out. Tasers, pepper spray, guns, get your license. Please be prepared. You just never know. No one's off limits. Everybody is touchable. Everybody can get it. So please be safe. Be aware of your surroundings. Understand that this is real. This is life. There are real life predators out there. People get preyed on. Seriously.
Absolutely. And that could also go for little things as well. Not like the extremes, like predators and being dangerous and everything. It can go for little things as well, like not taking that exit because there's a whole bunch of traffic.
Yeah.
Like just little
Just
stuff
to
like
take
that.
the next light road. That girl got it.
Yep. Yeah. Just make sure you pay attention to it. Women intuition, is always right.
Well, it comes through. It comes through with the men, okay? Because trust me, when your man is not acting right. Seriously,
Yeah,
you can say, they could be like, oh, you don't got no evidence. No, them soul ties is real, and and I know. That's all you gotta say to him. And I know, and he know. You tripping.
And that's that. That's all. And that's murder, she wrote.
He gets it, girl. It. But on that, we gonna 1, 2. Oh,
12 talk.
12 talk.